Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Today, in the last 30 years, rackets have come a long way in terms of weight, balance, ease of use. But how far did they really come? Stay tuned. All right, guys. So, as you can see, I'm like more than halfway done with the Endura boost here. Pure and easy tea. So here's the thing. Instead of drinking sports drinks where there's like artificial sugars and sugar and different things to kind of give me a boost with like other ingredients that hydrates me and keeps me from cramping up and lifts my spirits, this tea, this Endura Boost, does it naturally. I mean, I'm a natural tea drinker anyways, and for something as simple as tea to give me the same effects as a sports drink and my coffee in the morning, that's amazing. I have to say, it works. So if you're a tea drinker and you don't want to put the artificial stuff in your body, try this Endura Boost from Pure and Easy. It's remarkable. All right, guys. So since I was a child, which was many moons ago, my first racket looked like this. But I feel like in the last 30 years, we went from this, right, Coach Rob, like the skunk?
Skunk,
skunk to this, a Pure Drive. And, I mean, you asked about material. I mean, there's, between this and this, aside from making the graphite a little different, it's still carbon. It's still graphite. It's just the way that they weave it or intertwine it that alters maybe stiffness and flex, but still carbon. Right, Coach?
Sounds good.
Yeah. Versus that solid wood.
Then we went metal.
Yeah, that's true. And that's metal after that. But everybody tells me, like, what's that? Everybody asks me, what is that made of? What's changed? Is there really technology? Well, you can add names like titanium and, like hammer system like this one, braided graphite. But at the end of the day, it's still graphite. We went from a slower serve and volley game to now a slug 'em out baseline fest, where everybody's afraid to come to the net.
Unless you get drop shot and then you are coming to the net.
Right, because I gave up on the point and had to drop shot you because I couldn't stand back there anymore for 30-shot rally.
Or the guy had to run down the drop shot, so he brought him to the net.
This is true. But I think it's the latter. Like, I'm tired. I'm going to just drop shot this and see what happens. But what really has changed, if it's not the material, I think that the evolution in the last 30 years is actually the balance of this, the total weight and balance of these rackets. Because this is called a hammer for a reason.
6'2".
Yes, and that's the oversized version because I feel like that's what I wanted to do.
Okay. And what you had.
It was easy access, guys. All right, so check it out. I got my scale. Okay, it's just regular old food scale. And check this out, though. I don't know if you guys can see it, but can you see it? Okay. But look, it won't, I put it there, and it won't, right there, see? Ah, we got something. What's it say, Coach? Let me point it towards me. Point it towards me.
287.
Okay, now check out the balance point though. It's like on the string. Maybe it'll be easier if it'll stand like this. If I can just get a weight. Yes, it stands.
287.
287 it is. Okay. So we got hammer time at 287. 6, 2, 287. Now, the number one racket in the last 20 years, Pure Drive. Let's see if it balances out. Oh, let's move this handle.
22.
22. PD. 3, 2, 2. Okay, so that's pretty significant.
Yep, still 322.
322. And then we'll take the new Clash, because that has played a significant role in our playing in the last 20 years also, with version 1, version 2. 315. So that's the standard 100, okay? And they balance out pretty much in the middle somewhere. Will this stand? Yes, 315. 315 it is.
316.
316. All right, Coach Rob.
Nope, back to 315.
315.
It changed.
We're changing. The
Okay,
wind
take it
has
off.
changed.
315.
The wind has changed for the Clash. Anyways, okay. All right, so let's balance now. So we got the balance board out today, and but let's take a look at the first set of numbers here. What's noticeable there, Coach?
We got 287 and 322.
So we got
and in the middle is 315.
Right, but 287, right? So here's the thing. You and I were from a generation in which we promoted and sold a lot of those 6.2s. Yep. And that was kind of industry standard back in the day. You know, we sold a lot of those skunks, 95s, 110s to pretty much everybody. And we're like, that's the normal weight. But now, not anymore. If you showed us this on a strung racket, we're like, yeah, you need something heavier, right? We recommend this to kind of children, women, somebody who needs a lighter racket. We're not doing that anymore. We're going 300s now for normal, most run-of-the-mill people, weekend warriors. But how did we go from a 287 to a 322 kind of overnight here? Well, this is why. So we got a balance board, and we're going to take that skunk first, and we're going to balance it out. Whoa, look at this. Look at where it balances out. Look at this. Look at this line here. Whoa, crapper. Look at this. 3, my gosh. 75. 375. So let's take the Pure Drive.
Feeling like Vanna White.
Hey, you're still going. Vanna White's still going. Pat Sajak retired. All right, 320. It's like 7. 3, 2, 7. Okay, let's grab that Clash. Okay, now this is going to be the other way. Whoa. 322. Okay. Hence my point. Right?
Yep.
Check it out. Okay. That's a real little number, but that's a real big number. these are pretty even. Pretty even. Right, slightly head heavier, slightly head heavier. So coach, when you look at these four numbers here, you think of a head lighter racket for sure, one that most people can get around because the balls are coming faster, right? Now, that top number with the skunk there, what do you think of?
Well, you have a wide ranging of weight and balance, for sure.
Yep, that's right. Now, you have an ultra head heavy racket, which I love, and supposedly the game got easier because it's that head heavy. Right? You just bring the racket back, you just throw it at it, the racket takes over and helps the swing path so that you take a nice big cut at it.
And it was designed like a hammer.
Right. That's why they call it hammer. It was heavy at the top, just like it says, 375. But because the balls are going faster, right, they needed to rebalance the racket. Right? They brought it back down, brought it pretty much down to the handle now, and then had you have a faster head. So when people ask me, what's changed? Balance has changed, guys. That is the most major change in tennis. Balance of the rackets.
Should we wait and balance the wood while you're holding it?
Yeah, sure. Let's do it. So you're getting more head speed now, right? Therefore, Therefore, the game is faster. Oh, okay.
411.
Okay. Wood. 411. What's the 411?
I don't know if this is gonna stay. 411.
411.
More or less.
All right. Let's balance this. I wonder if it's even. Oh. $345. Whoa. Look at that. So if you look at, let's say, 40 years of evolution, we went from literally a 2x4 on the bottom to head heavy to kind of head lightish, easier to use, faster swing speed. Now, obviously, I'm just going through the extremes. There are other rackets like a 6-1-95 and the Pro Staff 85 and, those rackets to play with, but I'm just going for like top sellers. So we learned that we went from extremely head-heavy rackets that everybody can kind of play with to focusing on head speed and lighter overall. So more people can tote a heavier racket and keep the rally going, because you get tired toting that hammer around.
Well, what about toting the 411 around? The Bancroft Autograph Professional, what does it say? Fiber sealed throat.
Made in the USA.
Made in the USA.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy.
With the contour grip.
Yes, the contour grip with the
stitching
on it. They still do this, but nobody buys it anymore.
Wilson makes it.
Yes, they do. Wilson Contour, guys. Now, so you put up a good point. When we were toting this thing around, your rally was 3 balls. You served, what is that shot called now?
Hopefully a return of serve.
Yeah, no. Well, no.
Hopefully you made the return.
For the server. So
serve and volley.
Serve, approach, volleyed away. That's all you did. If you were back there doing like a long rally, you were probably Chris Everett Lloyd or Jimmy Connors or somebody like that who can hold like a 411 here and just try to duke it out. But the ball speed wasn't so great though, and you had to have some big guns to tote this sucker around.
You have some serious forearms.
Mm-hmm. And that's why
serious wrist strength.
And a continental grip. Mm-hmm. But guys, that's the evolution of the tennis racket in the last 30 years. Okay? Do you agree with me? Were you in this time frame? Did you learn what and how racket companies have changed with the modern times and the modern game? We hope so. Coach Rob, thank you so much for joining me.
Sure.
And being my Vanna White. Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.